So I've been really trying not to grieve the Holy Spirit. Like my idea, what used to be that the only way I could grieve the Holy Spirit was like if I was at church and they had an altar call and I decided to go home without going to the altar, that my lack of obedience and His beckoning would be a grieving. And that's true, very much is true. But now that I carry the Holy Spirit and I walk through this world it's expected of me to leave shalom and peace everywhere I go. It's expected of a believer to be so full of life that we make deposits in other people's lives. I have the propensity to grieve the Holy Spirit many, many times in the course of a day. He's constantly talking. He's constantly revealing. God is constantly revealing Himself to us. And there's going to be whispers of, I'm going to need you to do this. Or your response should be such. And when we don't respond the way He wants us to, it's an opportunity to grieve the Holy Spirit, to grieve that precious Raho Kodesh. And that's not what I want to do. Many times when I'm in a public forum and I'm praying, there'll be somebody that says to me later, man, your prayer gave me cold chills. And it's really not because I did anything. It's because I say, oh, Holy Spirit, please just use me. I want to be an empty vessel. Remove every ounce of Heather Angel Hall Duncan. Get her out of your way. And flow through me into this atmosphere, into this realm, into these believers, into these unbelievers. Just use me. I don't want to quench you at all. I give you full authority to do what you want to do through me. So afterwards, if someone says, man, that thing was powerful, or what a prayer, it's nice to hear. And then there are times, you've asked the Lord to lead you and to guide you into all things, and then He'll have you do something, and you're like, oh, I don't know about that one. So Friday, as I was leaving the jail, there's one particular girl that's sitting at the table. She's playing cards, and the Lord said, turn around and tell her that you've asked me for her, and that what you asked me for, you expect to receive. And I kept walking, thinking, God, she don't know me. I'll be that crazy church lady. And he hit me with it again. And I've matured enough to know to obey. Awkward obedience is better than disobedience every day of the week. So I turn around and I say to this girl, I don't know you and you don't know me, but of all the women in here, I'm asking God for you. And I expect to receive what I have asked for. And she gets a little red around the eye area, and she gets teary, as if she's never heard anybody say that they have prayed for her and expecting different. When I leave, I get in my car and I'm going over that thing with God, like, Lord, why would you have me to say those words? And then He just dropped it on me. Heather, if the enemy can ask for Peter, my believers can ask for people too. If the enemy is smart enough to ask me for certain things, you be smart enough for ask me for people too. So I don't know that young lady. I do know her name. I don't know what brought her there, and I really don't care what brought her there. I want her to be on the list of saved by grace, filled with the Holy Spirit, walking in the full power and effect of who she is, and bringing God all the glory that she was designed to bring Him. And I want it. I want it. I want it. And as his bride, as his beloved, I should expect to receive what I want if it is to bring him glory and fits his will. And it is his will that everyone come into the fullness of who he designed them to be. Find somebody today and say, God, I want that one. I want that one to know the wonder and the majesty of all that you are. I want that one to know that you have this abounding love for them, that they will never question who they are again, because they will know with all steadiness that they are yours. God, I want that one. And I say to you, if you don't know who you are, and you don't have the steadiness, and you don't have the resolve, ask him for yourself.